It was great to hear him say amazing to be back. You forget how much he's packed in. He's only 25. That's his 46th cap. So he scored 4 goals. Obviously, he's got to score more. He's won the title 6 times already. Last season was a bit of a nothing. And, you know, I don't want to say you're entitled to that, but that's inevitably going to happen, isn't it, when you start so young? Some seasons won't be that great.
But I think
human nature.
But he's won everything and he's been in a team that's capable of doing that and he's played his part in that. But, you know, playing for England and wanting to play for England, wanting to be somebody who people talk about as an England player that's contributing must be something that he desperately wants because he's won everything domestically, you know. And it is quite weird to hear a name like Phil Foden's as not being amongst the England team and where's he going to play? And he's like you mentioned 40 how many caps?
46.
46 caps, you know. And we're still talking about can he fit in? And just pleased that he's got an opportunity to play in that role and show that. If given the opportunity in the right circumstance, he can deliver.
I think he'll like the clarity, won't he, from his manager? I see you in this position, not that position.
Yeah, I think players would like that. Yeah. I think when you're in the squad, you always know there's competition. You always know who you're up against. But when a manager comes out and says, that's where I want to play you, that's the competition around you. So when he's got his opportunity tonight, it was just go and take it. Yep. And he did. His link-up play and obviously his set up for the second goal. We know his quality and it looks like he's got a spark back. And it's nice because, listen, we all have a lot of time for Phil Foden, even from the United side of Manchester. It's good to see him back to his best.
It was great to have Thomas Tuchel with us at the start of the show. Here he is at the end with Gabriel.
Thomas, another win. You wanted signs of progress. Did you see more?
Yeah, it was complicated. It was a difficult match. It was complicated because they knew everything about us and we knew nothing about them. And go through the list of players. They play in top clubs, they play in top leagues, they have individual quality, and they came with a new energy and they made it a final for them. I like the first half a lot. I think we deserve to go up. I think we deserve to have maybe a second goal with Harry's header after the set piece. And the second half, we didn't get the pressing right all the times. They escape sometimes from the deep build-up and into fast attack. So the back four had to work hard to keep the clean sheet. We had to overcome some difficult moments, but I like it. Not everything is easy. Not every win is like 2-0, 3-0, 5-0, whatever. It's good. We kept a clean sheet and decisive in the end. Good.
Well, it was 2-0. Just in terms of the impact players, has that been underlined tonight? This idea maybe of finishers.
Yes, we had good impact from the bench straight away, but the game became also a bit more stretched after I think we did the subs. It's around 60 minutes, so after 70, 75, the game got a little bit too open. I need to check why, but we brought on quality players, of course. They wanted to show, and they showed. It's good.
How did Phil Foden do in that 9.5?
Good. He's in a good shape. You see it like you see it straight away. That he's in good mood, that he's in full confidence because the ball's just in the right moment. The first touches are well-tempered. The pass is good in front of the assist is a very good assist. He moves freely. It's good.
Did England get a little bit sloppy defensively in the sort of last 20-odd minutes?
I wouldn't say sloppy. I thought, like you mentioned, the pressing. You know, if you don't get the pressing right, then even Serbia weren't great tonight. They can punish you. In the end, you know, they got it right. I think there was an incident down there where Eze Saka just got back and got his foot in and saved it a bit. There was a couple of those kind of incidents, but in the end, I thought they were pretty comfortable.
And it worked out well for the second goal for England, because Serbia obviously were going to gamble, they were going to get more players forward, and England punished them when they do that with a second goal. So that's going to happen. That's only a natural part of the game, and England punished them well for them, obviously gambling a bit more.
Looking ahead to Albania on Sunday, if you're someone like Nico O'Reilly, you're thinking, there's no reason why I shouldn't start again. This is my shirt now, isn't it?
Obviously, these players know who've got a taste of it will want that momentum and keep it going and finish on a high, another win, and they want another clean sheet. That'll be their target over the weekend. So, yeah, you have the jersey, make sure you hold on to it.
Bellingham start on Sunday, do you think?
Well, it'll be interesting to see if he doesn't. But like, you know, if I'm sure that again with Jude, he just wants to come in and show what he's capable of. I think he's done that. But I could have mentioned Reece James as well. He just looks.
Bellingham looked sharp, didn't he? When he came on,
looked like he had a point to prove, didn't he?
Yeah, well, it's nice to get a setback.
Yes,
you know, it's nice to get a setback, and all of a sudden things are going great for you. The last few years, a bit like Foden.
Yeah.
And part of your football career is you're going to have your downs. These lads have had their downs recently, but it's time to bounce back.
I think that Bellingham's got the kind of attitude of, okay, yeah, well, I'll show you what I'm capable of doing, because we know what he's capable of doing.
Absolutely. Thank you, gents. We'll do it all again.
Phil, well done. Good to be back.
Oh, amazing to be back. Yeah, so happy to be back in the squad with these great players, and yeah, I'm enjoying it.
And how do you feel you did as an impact player?
Yeah, I thought I did well. I thought I created some chances, lucky not to put a few away. But I think overall I have to be happy with the impact that I did today. So yeah, overall really happy.
And is that a role you'd take?
Yeah, wherever the manager puts me, I can play in multiple positions, and yeah, I was happy to come on as like a false nine kind of thing, and yeah, he enjoyed it.
The manager says that's where he wants to see you now. Maybe it will continue. Is that the role that will suit you best for England?
Yeah, maybe I'll get the best out of me. Yeah, only time will tell. Yeah, like I said today, I was happy to come on in that role, and the game was opened up a little bit, which helped me as well. And yeah, we managed to find some space into me, and yeah, overall, I think not just me, it was a great team performance.
And going to a World Cup now, the pressure is on to make the team, obviously to make the squad as well.
Yeah, there's quality players all over the pitch. I know the pressure's on to perform well at my club. I just have to keep my head down, keep working hard and training every day, and yeah, try and earn my place.
The smile is there, isn't it? Good to be back.
Definitely, yeah, the smile's back, yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Some of the players who missed out and will want to force their way into the team, and whether they need to make a move in January to help their case. Starting with the 19-year-old Miles Lewis-Skelly at Arsenal. You were a youngster at Arsenal back in the day. He's now been left out, according to Thomas Tuchel, because of a lack of game time. So Tuchel's saying, look, you've got to play more to put yourself in the picture. The argument from the Arsenal fans will be, well, hold on, he's 19. He doesn't need to be playing every single second of every match.
No, of course, but if you want to play, for the national side, you need to be playing in the Premier League side, right? These players are performing, need to be in there. We're not, if Miles Lewis-Skelly was the only left-back that we had, then, obviously you'd still pick him. But when you've got players like Jed Spence, O'Reilly, other players in there who are staking their claim, Miles Lewis-Skelly needs to be playing. I think he's a brilliant footballer.
There's a lot of brilliant footballers. I mean, how brilliant does he have to be then to get into the Tuchel squad as an option at left-back when you've got Nico O'Reilly starting?
Yeah, well, he's got to be in front of... the first thing he needs to concentrate on is get in front of Calafiori. Yeah. Because he was in front of Calafiori last season. Calafiori's come back this season, performing well, and Arteta's picking him in front of him. Why that is, maybe he looks at Miles Lewis-Skelly, he's young, he's got a mistake in him, he can, maybe get done positionally, he likes to drift into midfield, and sometimes his discipline might let him down, but in terms of him as a future star, Miles Lewis-Skelly is going to be an England international.
Well, hold on. Nico O'Reilly's a matter of months older than Miles Lewis-Skelly. Nico O'Reilly's 20 years old.
Yeah, but he's starting. He's playing for Manchester City and he's performing well.
But then does that not counter what the Arsenal fans are saying? That doesn't matter. I mean, 19, you're a man in football, aren't you?
A man? I mean, you're not a man. You're still he's 19.
But he could be starting every game if O'Reilly's doing it.
He could be starting
City,
every game.
On their tail.
Yeah, but Calafiori's a really good player as well, and they've got options. And at this moment in time, Miles Lewis-Skelly has found himself out of the side. So he needs to fight his way back into it. And once he gets himself back in the Arsenal team, then Thomas Tuchel, will look at him again.
But he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, isn't he? Because, so if he's not going to leave Arsenal, is he? I mean, or is he? Would you, Miles Lewis-Skelly, would you knock on the door and say, look, I need to go and play every week if I want to get to the World Cup? Because he's the number 2. Arteta's not going to let him go. If there's an injury, he starts the Champions League games. He comes on in like the 70th or the 80th minute for Trossard when they go defensive in a Premier League match. Yeah. So he's saying back to Tuchel, well, I'm doing my best here. Yeah. They're not going to let me go on loan. So what's the deal?
Well, look, it's a great argument because Miles Lewis-Skelly, if he genuinely believes that he wants to get in that World Cup squad and he needs to play football, then he would go and ask Arteta and say, look, I want to go on loan in January. I need to go on loan, go to another Premier League side. I want to play every week, stake my claim and get myself on the plane. But that's him, personal. Arsenal, there's no way they're going to allow that to happen. So he's just going to have to suck it up and deal with it and get himself back in the Arsenal team and get in front of Calafiori. Because Arsenal, there's no way in there, if they're fighting out for the Premier League, the Champions League, they need Miles Lewis-Skelly to be in the squad. So it's a tough situation and you see it happen. And, on a personal level, as a young footballer, you want to play every week. You want to get yourself in the England side. Does that mean going out on loan? Yeah, of course, maybe that might be the opportunity to go out on loan. There's no way Arteta and Arsenal are going to let Miles Lewis-Skelly.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? So it's a difficult one for him. Look, he's played 6 times for England. He's 19 and he's played 6 times for England. I mean, that's impressive, right? Yeah. And you're clearly not a first-choice pick. You said he's brilliant. And look, just playing devil's advocate here. I mean, do you think he gets in any Premier League team? Miles Lewis-Skelly? I mean, he can't get in the Arsenal team, but do you know what I mean? Beneath Arsenal.
I think he's there or thereabouts in pretty much every other side. Yeah, well, don't you? I mean, when I look at him...
Well, he doesn't get in cities ahead of Nico O'Reilly, does he?
He's 19.
You're having O'Reilly start at left-back for England.
Yeah, I know, but he's 19.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're saying
if he hadn't played...
he's going to start every week. We're not talking about a 25-year-old who's played over 100 games in the Premier League. He's a young kid who had a quick rise to fame last season, who's a hugely talented football player, but he's still learning his trade. He's still learning the game.
So, hold on. So, if he hadn't come through the Arsenal Academy and he was a youngster at Bournemouth and he was doing what he was doing, would he have played for England? Would he have been in that England squad? This is Arsenal tax, isn't it?
I do believe being at Arsenal gives you more of an opportunity and more of a chance to get an England set up. Yeah, absolutely.
You played every single England age group when you were coming through.
Yeah,
Arsenal.
when I was at Arsenal Academy, I was, I was involved with England every single tournament, every single call-up. Being at Arsenal holds you in good stead. Of course it does. Like if you're at Manchester City, like if you're at Manchester United. Of course, because over, the course of, academy players, the best players are going to be at the best clubs, and Arsenal have got one of the best academies in the world. So of course they're going to have the best players, and England throughout the age groups will pick from the best sides.
I just disagree with you in the terms of I think you are a man at 19. I mean, look, we talked about...
You're not a man at 19.
We talked about Nico O'Reilly, right? So Kobbie Mainoo, is he a man?
No, he's a young kid.
He's 20. Yeah, but I mean,
no, but he's a young kid.
He's 20 years old. The guy has played nearly 60 Premier League games for Manchester United. He's won the FA Cup. He's played for England 10 times.
Come on, he's 20 years old.
Clearly, Tuchel is not having him, is he?
No, he's not having him because he's
not played for Tuchel.
No, because he's not playing for Man United.
So what will you do if you're him?
Kobbie Mainoo?
Yeah.
I'm gone.
He's already knocked on the door. They won't let him go.
Yeah, but that's because Man United looking after themselves and their interests. If we get injuries, Casemiro, Ugarte, Bruno Fernandes get injured, we need players in the squad. If we send out Kobbie Mainoo
12 months ago, you
were
ranting and raving saying that he should be in the England squad. We know